Welcome everybody to the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here in College Football Revamped. This is a moment we have been working on for 2, now 3 seasons, and despite some disappointments in the first 2 years, we have finally put it together and we are in the SEC Championship game at 12-0, and a win today solidifies us a spot in the National Championship game. But before we can do that, we have to go through the 13th ranked Alabama Crimson Tide, still led by Nick Saban. They have not had as much success here in this reality, but the Crimson Tide are still very, very talented here as we enter Atlanta here in the Georgia Dome, and we are going to get the Crimson Tide the ball first. We would win the coin toss, but we elected to defer, so now Ty Simpson in this Bama offense is going to start firing on all cylinders as Robbie Oust has a nice 19-yard gain up the sideline. 2nd and 10 for the Crimson Tide. Simpson remains under center. He's going to bring a man in motion. That's Kieselman. Simpson this time is going to go to Roydell Williams. Williams cuts back up the middle. He's got some nice leg movement there as he finds his way for 7 yards, setting up a 3rd and much more manageable here. 3rd and 3 for Alabama. Ty Simpson makes the pass, and it should have been picked off, but instead it falls harmlessly to the ground, and we'll get our first look at this Gamecocks offense today. Under 6 minutes in the first, it's going to be a pass to Rucker. Why not give it to Corey Rucker after his magnificent start? He's going to be pushed to his back now on his first reception and run of the day. Now 2nd and 10. Caneri's read options going nowhere. 5-yard run on the play. 3rd and 5. Early in this one, Julius Canary goes to Lloyd. Lloyd cuts it back out, and Marshawn with a 6-yard run. 2nd and 10 now. We are going to try our best to score here. Julius Canary rolling out of the pocket, firing up the right side, down the middle, and it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Robinson worked free down the middle of the field. Julius Canary found him, and the Gamecocks strike first. We're up 7-0 now. Early in this SEC Championship game, Ty Simpson, a junior quarterback for Crimson for Alabama, he's going to get hit. He fumbles the football. Gilbert Edmond picks it up, and Edmonds into the end zone. Gilbert Edmond is the Johnny on the spot for that one, and the Crimson Tide now down 14-0 with still 4 minutes left in the first quarter, so they just try to get it settled down. Roydell Williams with a good run on 3rd down, but just a 7-yard gain, and they are not going to be able to get the first down. Now 2nd and 10 for the Gamecocks' next possession. It's going to be a pass to Long, who drops it. It's picked off near the ground by Robinson. I did end up challenging it, but unfortunately they look like Quandarius Robinson. They were going to give him the catch either way. I thought it was hitting the ground first, but they still gave him the interception, so the Crimson Tide get new life in their lungs now here late in this quarter. About 3 minutes remain. Simpson on a 2nd and 10 fires to Robbie Oust, and he's got a catch 14 yards down inside the red zone. 1st and goal. They're going to start in the Wildcat formation. That's Williams in the backfield. They're going to bring Miller in motion. Miller doesn't get it. Williams keeps it himself. Runs right into a steel wall. Debo Williams holds them up until the cavalry can come down and bring them down. 2nd and goal now for Alabama. Simpson's going to give it to Williams again. This time, untouched, and he pushes a man and back into the end zone goes Williams. 8 yards from the goal line, on to the goal line. And now 3rd and 6, the Gamecocks looking to not disappoint, but they're going to do that as Brandon Robinson's run is cut short. It's a 0-yard gain. He didn't lose anything, but they still have to kick it back to Alabama here early in the 2nd quarter. Simpson's going to start the 2nd quarter, giving it to Roydell Williams. He makes some nice cuts in the backfield, and he's got a first down, an 11-yard run. A good vision there for Roydell Williams, and the Crimson Tide now 2nd and 9. It's going to be another run to Williams. Williams again got a nice gain. This one's only 9. He needed 9, but they give him a couple less inches, so it's a 3rd and 1 now. As Ty Simpson's under center, he's got Miller in the backfield this time. Simpson's going to go to Miller. Miller instantly cuts out to the left side, but a big tackle by Stone Blanton, and he's going to settle or bring them down behind the first down marker, and now they're going to punt it away. Julius Canary now on 1st and 10 goes to Brandon Robinson on the crossing route. Robinson bounced off of the first tackler, running down the sideline, a tightrope act, and he's got 21 yards. A good job by Robinson on that one to stay in bounds. Now Canary's going to throw to Marshawn on the next play. He's got a first down on the catch and run. That's 11 yards. You don't see him in the pass game too much, but he can be impactful. 2nd and 11 now. Julius Canary is going to go to Marshawn. He's brought down immediately. The run game hasn't had much of an impact on this Crimson Tide defense. Now Canary, 3rd and 14, rolling out, firing across his body, deep downfield. It's caught by Rucker. Corey Rucker spinning off of a tackler around the 10. He's got it at the 11. What a catch. It's underthrown, but Corey Rucker does a great job to stop and come back to it. And that's an easy catch once the defender just overran the route, and that one was a beautiful decision by Julius Canary. Maybe not the best throw, but if he throws that on target, there's a much better chance that it's intercepted. So 2nd and 9 now. Canary's going to stand in there, hit as he throws, caught in the back of the end zone. Corey Rucker caught it through the traffic, and that is a touchdown in the right corner, and he has another one on this season. He has been fantastic for this Gamecocks offense, but Roydell Williams for the Crimson Tide has been even better as he breaks free across the 40. Off the wild card play, or the Wildcat play. He's got 27 here. 3.5 remains in the second. It's a 3rd and 4 now for Alabama. Simpson wants to throw this one. He's under pressure. Fires to the end zone, and that one's overthrown. He's only hit for 4 out of 10 passes and 42 yards, but Alabama would settle for the field goal. So now Canary on a 1st and 10 is going to make a pass out to the left side, and that one should have been intercepted by Jaquez Robinson into coverage. Now a 3rd and 10, right around 2 minutes remaining for Canary in this offense. He's going to roll out to the right side. Good evasion of pressure. Fires to the sideline, and Corey Rucker with a 16-yard toe tap catch. What a beautiful grab by Corey. 4 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown for him today. He has been amazing. Now 1st and 10. Canary steps up, fires, hits Rucker again on the out route. This time he stays in bounds and spins down 23 yards on the catch. 2nd and 8 now. Right around a minute remaining. Julius Canary's going to roll around, trying to find anybody open. He steps up, wants to throw, takes it himself right on the SEC championship line. He would get injured slightly on that one, so on a 3rd and 3, Colton Gautier in the game. He would just settle for the short run to Marshawn, and we were going to take a kick and send it into halftime, up 24-10. This one is in a great spot right now as Marshawn Lloyd starts the 3rd quarter with a big run, pushing a man off of him and fighting for 25 yards on that one past the midfield. What a way to start the quarter. Now 3rd and 7 for the Gamecocks. Canary, play action. He wants to step up, fire across the middle of the field, intercepted again. Arnold picks this one off. That's the 2nd of the day. The first one wasn't really his fault, but instead it kind of serves as a punt on 3rd down. Roydell Williams now fighting for a couple extra yards at the end of that one. He's got 6 yards, going to set up a 3rd and 4. They haven't completed a single 3rd down. They're 0 for 4 now. Pressure off the right side. Prentice has got it, but he can't even bring it in long enough to make a move. Kobe Prentice tackled for nothing as the Gamecocks still lead 24-10. They're going to give it to Marshawn on 1st and 10. He's had trouble today, but he's got an 8-yard run there. A good job to use his vision to get into the open field. 2nd and 2 for Julius Canary and company. It's going to be read option. Carroll's going to keep it up the middle. He's got some nice room, breaking a tackle until another man comes in and grabs his left arm and brings him down right around the 30. Mark him at the 32 now. 1st and 10. Canary out of the shotgun and no blocking back. Canary's going to step up, fire to Robinson, cutting up the field, and that's a touchdown. Brandon Robinson, as Julius Canary ties the record for most touchdown passes in a season here at South Carolina with 30 on the year. 3rd and 11 for the next Crimson Tide possession. Simpson's going to fire to Ja'Cory Brooks. He's got a catch, but he can't get the 1st down. So again, Alabama's offense not getting much going through the air or on the ground. They're going to punt it away. Now on a 2nd and 11, Marshawn, he is going to go to the stretch, and he's just wrestled down by the wayside. That is a 1-yard run for Marshawn. That's about one of the better runs he's had today, honestly, sarcastically. But on a 3rd and 11, Julius Canary is going to fit it into the tight window. Brandon Robinson with a grab, 257 passing yards on the day. Now 1st and 10. Julius Canary is going to go to the out route. It's Scott Hall. Hall's going to have some room. He runs over a man right onto the SEC logo there. That is a 14-yard gain now. 1st and 10. Julius Canary out of the shotgun position. He's going to take the snap, wants to throw it. Instead, he fires and it's picked off again. A third time. This one's by the middle linebacker. I thought he had a man open. He just didn't give it enough air. He left it as a bullet rather than floating it in there to Scott Hall. And the Crimson Tide, they trail by 21, but they're not because of how their defense has been playing. Their offense needs some work now. On 2nd and 11, Simpson's pass was floating for a long time, but it just falls harmlessly to the ground. Now 3rd and 11, Ty Simpson out of the shotgun. He's going to take a pass fire to Brooks, and Brooks gets lit up by Debo Williams again, the senior linebacker there. I'm going to miss having him there playing that middle linebacker role now, as the Gamecocks interception really didn't do too much for the Crimson Tide, and we're able to get a nice stop there. So 3rd and 11, trying to run the flea flicker. That one, Marshawn's dropped instantly, and that is going to be a punt again for the Gamecocks as Jaheim Otis comes in for the nice tackle. The final seconds of the third will tick away as the I keep calling them the Tigers, the Tide will take over here to start the 4th quarter. Down by 21, Simpson and company need to have a miracle to come back. They're going to start with a nice pass to Prentice. Kobe Prentice has got it and running down the sideline. I thought Keenan Nelson had a chance at it, but he was just a little too late. As Ty Simpson and company take over now, 1st and 10, going to go to JoJo Earl on the screen. He tries to cut inside, and instead he's quickly wrapped up and brought down. 3rd and 10 now for Alabama. Ty Simpson's going to bring Robbie Oates in motion across the line. He's going to stay in the block. Simpson going to set his feet, fire to the end zone, and Ja'Cory Brooks, he's got a touchdown, the first for Alabama since the 1st quarter. And they're going to bring it now to 31-17 with 6.5 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter, as we are trying our best here, really, to try and just solidify this one. 2nd and 8, Julius Kinnear is going to roll out, steps up, hit as he throws, but Scott Hall wide open, running down the field. Oh, man, thought he would have been able to break the tackle and have a touchdown, but instead it is a first down at minimum 23 yards. Julius Kinnear standing right on the 50-yard line. Play action. Looks like he wants to set up and fire deep. He's going for Sampson. Sampson grabs it at the 1, and he falls in. 44-yard touchdown for Landon Sampson, as Julius Kinnear, he's got 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, but Alabama's defense has not been able to find an answer. But this time, Adam Prentice again, or Kobe Prentice again, 22 yards on that one. He is basically single-handedly giving this offense some life now, right around 5 minutes exactly on the clock. 1st and 10, Robbie Oates comes in motion. Simpson's going to take the snap. Stands in the pocket. Not a lot of pressure. He's going to have plenty of time to fire to JoJo Earl, who's running towards the sideline. A tough catch there. They're going to have it deep inside the red zone now. 1st and goal. Simpson going to plant his feet, fire on the slant, and Earl's got it. 5-yard touchdown there for the Crimson Tide. And just like that, Ty Simpson's got 2 touchdowns and 189 yards now as we face a 3rd and 17. 2.5 minutes left. Alabama's got all 3 timeouts. Kinnear stepping back, fires across the middle. It's intercepted by Blackshire. The 4th of the day. The linebacker returns it down to the 20, pass to the 18. Alabama, with 2 minutes remaining, has a chance here. 3rd and 9 now for the Crimson Tide as they take over with 1.5 minutes remaining. They haven't used a timeout yet, and Miller, he's going to get it and run and cut up the middle. Unfortunately, he ran into his own man. Jamarion Miller didn't get the first down, so they're going to let the clock continue running here on 4th and 3. Ty Simpson takes the snap. He wants to throw, sets his feet, fires, touchdown! Kobe Prentice. I keep getting him mixed up with Adam Randall from Clemson. I do not know why. They're going to go for the onside kick here with 1 minute left, and we are seriously in danger of choking this one away, but thankfully Rashad Amos is going to settle it down for a little bit. He does have some space on the return, and he's past the 45. Mark him at the 44. And we are now just trying to run the clock down. They've got 1 timeout left on a 3rd and 17. Give it to Lavesa Carroll, pushed by his own men forward, and he gets 6. So Alabama will have a 49-second, no timeout drive here to start this one. 1st and 10. Simpson wants to go to the air. He's got all kinds of time. Steps to the right. Hits his man in stride. Robbie Oates breaking free, and he's flipped up into the air. That's 23 yards. Now they're running out of time. 3rd and 6, 19 seconds left. They cannot do anything stupid. Simpson runs it to Miller. I don't know what kind of call that is, but Jamarion Miller doesn't even get the first down. 4th and 2. Simpson's going to make a pass to Outs. He's got the first down, but there's no time left on the clock. 2 seconds left. They're trying to get to the line, and the clock begins. They can't even snap it. And the Gamecocks, we're going to win the SEC championship here in year 3 as we advance to 13-0 on a 38-31 victory. What better way to end the season than with a SEC championship win against Alabama? We tried our best to lose it. We basically let them come back and almost tie this one. If they had just had about a minute left on the clock, it ended up being 38-31, as you all saw. Ty Simpson was very good. 3 touchdowns, not a single turnover, 238 yards. Well, he did have the 1 fumble, unfortunately for him, which at the end of the day did cost them this game. Roydell Williams had 18 for 98 and a touchdown. Receiving, they were very good. Robbie Outs was reliable. Julius Canary worried me a little bit. He had 17 of 26, 358 yards, 4 touchdowns, but he also threw 4 interceptions. Marshawn had 18 for 48. Really would have benefited from him getting going on the ground, but unfortunately he wasn't able to. Brandon Robinson had 5 for 121 and 2 touchdowns. Corey Rucker, 5 for 113 and a touchdown. Add Landon Sampson down there. He had 1 catch, 44 yards, and 1 touchdown. Very, very good for him. Stone Blanton with 10 tackles total. 3 for loss. Then you had a couple of sacks. Nick Minawari had a sack, and that must have been our only one of the day. As you can see, we are confirmed a part of the national championship here with the Ohio State Buckeyes. But let's go ahead and take a look at what ended up happening, because as you'll remember last episode, Oregon was technically the number 2 seed. Oregon ended up losing their championship game to USC by 1 touchdown, 35-28. As you can see, Oregon scored and with 4 minutes left and made it 35-28, but they could not score again because of Caleb Williams and how well he played. They were not able to get going. 3 interceptions by their quarterback in a loss, 35-28 to finish the year 12-1. That is a monumental collapse there for the Ducks. Ohio State, they beat Minnesota pretty easily, 30-3, as you can see a few other of these conference championship games. But this is not a pushover. We do have 1 upgrade for head coach Belak Shmeems that we can do real quick. I haven't actually invested at all in the coaching side of things because I don't want the ratings to be too high. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting invested into instant commitment and see exactly if we're going to be able to see that happen next year, because it's a cool perk to have, especially when it works out in your favor. But let's go ahead and look at a recap or a matchup statistically against the Buckeyes. Currently, ratings-wise, they beat us in everything, just like Alabama did. Points per game, they beat us. Total offense, they beat us. Rushing offense, they beat us. Passing offense, they're worse than us. Total defense, they are better than us. Rushing defense, they are slightly worse. And passing defense, they are a whole lot better. They do not allow any passing yards. 120 passing defense, or 120 yards per game. They are the #1 passing defense in the country. And once again, we are dead last almost in the turnover differential, which is something that I try so hard to get rid of, but it just at the end of the day doesn't seem to ever matter. It seems like no matter what we do, we're going to end up with a bunch of turnovers. But as long as we win the game, I'm not too worried about it. They haven't played a lot of ranked teams. They've only played Penn State, who was #4 at the time, and ended up basically between them or Ohio State for the national championship if Oregon lost, and Ohio State won that game. And that's how they were able to make the journey here. As you can see, McCord only has 15 touchdowns, but he protects the ball with 2 interceptions. And then Travion Henderson with 16 touchdowns on the ground. Very, very impressive there. Marshawn has 9. I'm hoping we can get him to 10 before the season ends. Marvin Harrison Jr., obviously the veteran receiver, leads this team. But I am so excited that we're finally able to get into this position, even with the lackluster performance by Julius Canary. Usually he bounces back from a performance like that. He's sitting at 31-16, one of the better years we've had in this series. I mean, Spencer Rattler, I don't remember him having much better than that at all, even when he was at the top of his game. So I'm very happy with where we're at either way, no matter what happens next episode. But as always, I definitely want to win this game. So this is going to be a huge episode next time. I hope you guys tune in for that one. I hope you all enjoyed this one. As always, if you do enjoy this series, you enjoy my channel, any of the content I put out, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. It helps me out, and it helps you out so my videos show up more in your recommended feed. As always, I thank you all for watching. I hope every single one of y'all has a great rest of your day, and thank you for spending your time with me. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.